All right, everyone, it's CThompson back at it. Today, I'm giving you an update on the weekly Naperville market. So it's been a busy morning and I'm going to jump right into this and show you the information. I'm actually adding one new chart that I'm going to add into my little spiel here every week. So I thought these are important numbers to add. I didn't before, so I'm excited to introduce those too. And if you have never watched this show before, please know that I do this every week. I use Naperville as the basis for the numbers because I just like to focus in on one town. If you have a different market that you are looking to sell or buy in or actively working in, and you want to get the same type of information but for your market, just call me, text me, DM me. I realize my background here is different than what it should be. I'm going to see if I can change my background to have my information. Let's see if I can do that while I'm actually talking. Crazy, right? So there you go. Okay, so that has all of my information right there. You can see my email address, christine.thompson@bairdwarner.com. You can go to my website. I have two URLs for my website, one on the screen there, christinemoveshomes.com, or simply christinethompson.bairdwarner.com. Okay, that's my main URL you can get to my website, DM me from there or email me from there, however you want to do it. I'm accessible. So I'm really excited to do this show again. I do it every week, as I said. So let's jump into it. I'm going to start sharing the screen so you can see my slides here. And let's see here. I want to just make sure I have the slides ready for you. Sorry, as I said, this has been a crazy morning here. So I'm getting it all set up. All right, so here we are. Welcome to my show. I'm excited for you to see it. So what I do on this show is I show the last show's stats, and then I'm going to show you this week's stats. So week over week comparisons. So here we go. Last week, we saw that 54 homes hit the market in Naperville and 45 went under contract. I want you to understand these numbers are for attached and detached homes in Naperville for the 7 days, okay? So that was the prior week, and I put the date up here, the day that I pulled it. I pulled that up August 31st, and then I pulled these up last night, because I don't have time in the morning to prep. I'm out there running around doing business already. So last night I pulled up that 96 homes hit the market. Wow, sellers are coming out there. It's almost like a delayed spring market. And then look at this, 101 homes went under contract, more than the 96. Now, as I've said before, those of you who have listened in before, you know this story already, but for those of you that are new to watching this, when I show that there are 96 new homes on the market, please bear in mind, there are agents that will tell their sellers, hey, let's cancel it off the market and then make it new on the market to try and get it in front of new eyeballs. So it may not be 96 unique, brand new on the market listings, but it's probably pretty close to that. Needless to say, let's say it was 90 or 85 new ones on the market, still less than what's going under contract. So we are hearing the inventory is shrinking, and if not shrinking, the demand is increasing. So there's more demand than supply. What does that mean? Seller's market. Here's another number to look at, average days on the market. So this is the number I reported the previous week, active homes averaging 53 days on the market, and then detached homes, or I'm sorry, homes under contract, they average 73 days on the market. So this is telling me that there were homes that maybe probably had a price change, sat a little longer, increased this number to 73, but the homes that are active on the market, it's only 53, which means, as we saw, more are falling off the market than coming on. So they came out, priced right, went under contract, that's reducing the number of days on the market. This week, we had 43 active, or 53 days average for active, and then 46 days for homes under contract. So that means they are getting under contract after activating on the market very soon, because there's always a few homes in there that are, they take really long, finally went under contract. And then we have those batch of homes that sold in a day or two. So it averaged out to 46 days on the market. 48 days, these are homes that, just they're lingering out there, had a price change, whatever it may be, or canceled, expired, all of those, okay? Actually, not just lingering on the market. These are canceled, expireds, temporarily off the market. Their average is 48 days. And then homes that closed, their average was 23 days. Wow. Now, keep in mind, this is from homes that went under contract prior. It's not these homes. All right. So we're going to keep an eye on that too. The 46, the under contract versus closed, to see if that number, what the differences are. If this starts increasing, that means maybe the seller's market is softening up. All right. So those are average days on the market. Let's take a look at this. This is the new chart that I'm introducing, because people are probably wondering, well, what are the averages? Now, keep in mind, this is for detached homes. I didn't want to do a mix of attached and detached homes because it really skews the numbers. And, there's more detached homes in Naperville than attached, as far as I understand. So I thought, let's focus on that. So we can see the average list price, LP, for homes that sold between this 1 week, 18 sold, and the average list price was about $340, 23 days only on the market. Homes that are active on the market, right around the same number. There's 20 active on the market, 53 on average market time, okay? This does seem low here, so I'm gonna check how my search criteria is on this, because there's clearly more than 20 homes active on the market. But at least we're seeing amongst these 20 homes, the average was 339. I'll check to see if this is for detached or attached homes versus detached, because I saw higher numbers here. So anyways, I'll get this worked out, but I'm going to keep showing you these numbers as we go forward. But I like to see that the sold number was 339. The under contract is 329. Now that could be a matter of the type of inventory, that it would just be a lower valued home. It doesn't necessarily mean the market's dropping, since it's a pretty tight number here. All right. So I'm going to keep moving forward here. But I do like to see also the sold's 23 days versus under contract 46. So that's very similar to this last chart that I showed you there. All right. So moving forward, this is the average number of showings per listing, weekend over weekend. And we saw that this week, August 21st was really good. I did not get an update yet because yesterday was Labor Day, so my staff was not able to pull up this chart. So I'm just showing you again what I shared last week, that this weekend did very well. The very last weekend of August, not as much, but this is still a seller's market. And then the previous week, I reported this market action index needle, which indicates, is it a buyer's market, a seller's market? The number was 38, and this week still 38, flat. Okay, it's remaining a seller's market, but it's not like, wow, this is boiling and going up. That's not happening. So for you sellers out there, I know maybe you're finally hearing, hey, it's a seller's market, it's a great market. It is, but I don't want you to go in thinking, well, the numbers are continuing to push up. We're kind of hitting an even state here. And this is why I like to do the week over week. Okay, you got to pay attention to these numbers, so that way you're not going in misinformed when you're selling your home. Whether you're listing with me or listing with another agent, keep watching this show. This is an important information. And I know when I talk to my clients that were working previously with other agents, they're not getting this information, which I feel is a real disservice. I'm not trying to down talk other agents. We're all very busy and maybe they just can't get to it. But I think this is really, really important for you to get. So if you love your agent, but you're not getting this information, either one, keep watching my show, or two, reach out to your agent and say, hey, I'm seeing these stats and stuff and I find it useful. Could you please provide this to me? They should be able to do that for you, okay? And then these are the interest rates. So last week, I reported that a 30-year fixed rate, a conventional loan, was 3.13, and an FHA was 2.92. Wow. Okay, so even if you don't have a great income or less to put down or not the most stellar credit rating, still under 3, phenomenal, all right? And then conventional 3.13, I do have buyers that are getting quoted like at 2.65, 2.875 with Key Mortgage Services. That's our affiliated mortgage services with Baird and Warner. So we're getting great rates for our clients. Call if you want to get hooked up with one of my lenders there. I can definitely help you out. So that was last week. Now, bear in mind, these aren't numbers from Key Mortgage Services. This is just from a website that gives just a national average, okay? And then this week, 3.06, down from last week's averages, which is fantastic. And then the FHA down also, 2.87. So buyers, pay attention. The rates are still really hanging in there strong. I highly recommend you act on that. I personally wish I needed to buy a house because these are fantastic rates and I would love to be able to capture this rate. So if I didn't just renovate my house, I'd be all over this. I'd probably say, let's just move. But unfortunately, I made the decision to renovate it about a year ago and the rates weren't here. So I'm here stuck at my house, not able to take action on these fantastic rates. But you out there, if you own a home and you are feeling a little crammed, maybe you need different use of space with this whole e-learning going on, working out of the house, and you are feeling jammed, or it's just you want to pull your hair out because you just can't get your own zone and space to do your work, for your kids to not be distracted doing their homework. Maybe you need a central hub to make sure you can helicopter on and make sure they're doing the schoolwork, and your house is just not providing that space. Now is the time to reconsider getting that home that can give you that opportunity for space. This is probably not something that's going to go away as far as lifestyle. We are seeing changes, and I do believe in being very flexible and open-minded and adapting. So this is one way to consider adapting and keeping your sanity. So even if you want a consultation on how to maybe reconfigure your current home, or if you want to explore other homes that can really service your household needs, give me a call. I can at least do a consultation and talk about that. But anyways, going back to rates, that's why I'm talking about this, because rates are great. This is an opportunity to make that change so that way your lifestyle is a lot more cohesive and calm and peaceful. So I love this quote. This is a fantastic quote, and I think it can be applied to many different aspects in your life. I like to think of this in speaking to all of you sellers out there that maybe had the house on the market and couldn't get it sold, loved your agent, and you feel like, well, I like my agent. They're very, very kind and they worked hard, so I'm going to use them again. You need to take a step back and ask yourself, are they going to do the same thing again? Do you think that makes sense, or is it insane? You know, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, it's just not going to happen. So if you are like, gosh, that does make sense, and my agent was maxed out on what they did to try and sell my house, give me a call. I do very unique marketing services that are proactive. They are not passive marketing tactics. So if you want to have results the next time you are ready to put your house on the market, call me or text me, and I'm happy to even do a simple Zoom meeting with you, and I can share with you what I do. So that way at least you can explore what options are out there for you, because your home is your biggest asset and you really owe it to yourself to know that you are getting the best service to help fulfill whatever your goal is to get your house sold. Happy to do that with you, okay? So just think of me as your one agent to call for all of your real estate resources. Keep watching this show. I really appreciate you watching, and kudos to you for getting the information and wanting to stay educated on the market. As I said earlier in the video, if you have a specific market that you need this type of information for, I can absolutely get that to you. Just call or text me and I will respond to you within 24 hours. You guys all have a fantastic week. I look forward to talking to you next week. And always be sure to share, heart, like these videos when you're watching them. Tell your friends, family, coworkers about it. I'd love for more people to get good information. Okay, if nothing else, it opens up their eyes to what they should be thinking about. You guys stay safe out there and talk to you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.